Lost the opening round to Harrisburg by a score of 60-52 in overtime. Then they played last night at 10 o'clock, no problem, with Carrier Mills, 63-29. Fighting Cardinals drew Carterville in the opening round, and the four-seeded Lions took them out 66-44. And then at 8:30 this morning, NCOE took on Edwards County. They rallied from a 19-6 first quarter deficit and pulled away 53-46. So should be an interesting matchup between these two ball clubs. We look at the Fighting Cardinals, and I've lost my sheet already. We're going to talk a little bit about them. It's a good start. I'm Roger Hobbs, by the way, and joining me, Travis Black. Now, I know you're used to doing Carmi, but you're familiar with these teams, I think.
I mean, this is going to be really a styles clash, most likely, because Hamilton County really likes to work the ball inside, everything revolving around the big man, Wyatt Hampson, and North City's more of a perimeter-oriented team, taking a lot more jump shots, a lot more threes. So it's going to be interesting what wins between twos and threes.
Yeah, it's going to be, again, we've seen a lot of zones, try to back Hampson, try to close that middle and make them shoot from the outside. And they've got a couple of snipers, whereas the big man for the Fighting Cardinals, Joel Horton, at about 6'3", plays a little bit bigger than that. He can get the job done sometimes.
I mean, with Hamilton County with Wyatt Hampson, seeing all these different zones, they've really had a good opportunity to really work on their zone offense. So they're used to that type of defense being played against them. And who knows, North City might come out in a man-to-man and try to front and get backside help. But it'll be interesting to see how North City really deals with that size and the inside.
Well, we've talked about these ball clubs. Hamilton County, what a run they had last year, 29-4, but they graduated 7. So kind of a rebuilding year. But boy, when you got a 6'8" block to build around, makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, when you got a 6'8", sequoia tree down there, oak tree.
Okay.
He's a big old boy, and he eats space down there. And I mean, he gets his 15 to 18 a game just by being big, being around the bucket. They throw it up to him, and he'll just go get it and put it in.
And again, NCOE more noted for their outside shooting. Preston Long last year averaged 17 a game. Cord Tucker can light you up. But another player that stepped up the last couple of games, Colby Prather, hit a couple of threes this morning and got on a hot streak when they played Hardin County a couple of weeks ago there at home. And I think he hit 4 straight threes, really built his confidence up.
I mean, North City's team, anyone on that team can shoot the ball. They like to spread the floor. They like to get up a lot of threes. They like to get up a lot of, good open looks from the outside. And, they're going to work the ball into Joel Horton as much as possible, but even he can step out. And, so they're going to try to stretch the floor and make Wyatt Hampson move away from where he's comfortable in that paint.
And again, hopefully take it inside, get Hampson in foul trouble.
Yeah, that's another way to get him out of there, like Harrisburg did in the first game of the tournament.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. And, Joe and I were talking earlier, I think a week from Saturday, these two ball clubs play again. North City makes the trip over to Hamilton County. And, again, very familiar. Of course, Doug Miller, many, many years ago, was a coach at NCOE. As I talked with Cole Carter, that was before your time. I've got to go back. That was in the 1900s, or that type of situation. But should be a good ball game, and we got 3 pretty good officials on it. Now, I think they're good officials. Some people disagree. I got Ted and Jared Knapp and Mr. Dave Davis. And a story that, of course, they all play golf, and I remember many years ago we was doing the Carmi Invitational, and those 3 were on there, and the younger Knapp told me that they'd had their members at Green Hills at Mount Vernon, and that he had beat Davis in the membership, members tournament. And so I kind of made a few comments like that on the radio about it. And then next year, Davis was telling me, he said, Jared played bye in the first round of the members tournament and got beat by bye. So what always happens, somebody tells them those stories. I always get in trouble. All right, let's look at, we're going to try, I got it through last time and didn't stumble. Our starting lineups for this matchup are brought to you by your local Huck's Market. Join the Huck's Bucks Big Reward Loyalty Program today and save 10 cents on fuel every gallon every day for a limited time. Download the new Huck's Bucks Big Rewards Loyalty app and start earning your Big's reward today. Get exclusive offers tailored to you and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel, discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play. So those will be, we do want to thank Huck's, and we tried to make that a tongue twister. And Cole and I have stumbled it over it just about every time. But when you try to throw in Huck's Bucks Big
Not even going to attempt it.
Oh. Okay. So we want to thank them and thank all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. I mean, people have really went out. We've got, I'm a little prejudiced. We've got excellent coverage. We've had a lot of people watching on our WRUL Sports YouTube channel. And I think yesterday, JC said we had over 8,800 people that have watched this tournament.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we had a bunch of games with 400, 500 people watching it. I mean, it's been a good tournament for basketball. Also been a good tournament for WRL in general. I mean,
no question.
Good coverage.
Of course, Haley Winkleman, Joe and I were talking about this, and Haley sent me a text working back at the station. She said, "Yeah," I said, "since you and Joe are on, it's dropped to 150." So we'd be thrilled for that. So let's look at the starting lineups first of all for the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE. I want to double check. They list him as number. All right, they call him Javen Garrett. He is a 5'5" freshman, along with Cord Tucker, number 11. He is a 5'10" senior, along with Eric Healy. He is a 5'10" senior. And then we've talked about Preston Long at 6'2" and Joel Horton at 6'3". So Coach Johnson going with 4 seniors and a freshman. And of course, I know you haven't followed NCOE basketball, but the Garrett kid, the little 5'7" freshman or 5'5", reminds me of Ty Money about 3 years ago, when NCOE had a chance of really advancing in postseason play.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember that team. That was a really good team.
That was, and a couple of them went on to play at the next level. But that's the way it happens. Sometimes you got a real good team and things like that.
Yeah, some breaks don't go your way.
And if you're not very good, season,
Yeah, season seems to drag, and you seem to be in everything.
If it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all.
Yeah.
But you don't remember the Hee Haw show either, do you?
Not that I can remember.
Oh my gosh, you and Cola missed out on some of the best television ever. But that's what that'd be a song they would sing about. If it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all. All right, for the Foxes of Hamilton County, they made a little bit of a change. And let's see, we're going to go with Eli Hansen, 5'11" junior. He'll wear number 2 along with Trenton Pike. Pike, a junior. They list him at 6 foot. And getting his first start here in the tournament, number 11, Caleb Carson. He is a sophomore at 6'2". And then Abe Neal, number 33. And playing the post, what'd you call him, a giant sequoia?
Oak tree, sequoia, whatever tree you want to go with.
Wyatt Hampson at 6'8". So that'll be your starting 5. Advantage goes to Hamilton County. We do need to remind you, you're listening to 97.3 WRUL FM and WRUL.com, along with our WL Sports YouTube. I think that is correct.
Yes, Sports YouTube.
Things have changed so much since I've unofficially retired. So height advantage to Hamilton County as they go at 6'8", 6'2", 6'2". And the sophomore, Caleb Carson, getting his first start, just a sophomore, and he can jump out of the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's going to get his NCOE. Look at Preston Long at 6'3". He plays mainly outside. Horton at 6'3". It's going to be Hamilton County's going to have to control the boards. Of course, they played last night. They had a good night's sleep. Some of the starters played half a game. And NCOE had to go pretty well coast to coast all morning. So the Foxes in white, trimmed in Kelly green, and red-clad NCOE Cardinals. Tip is controlled, tipped again, picked up by Garrett of NCOE. Preston Long will run the show, and he's got Caleb Carson on him. Comes with it on the right side to Garrett. Pike will pick him up as Foxes open up in a straight man. Now Horton has the top of the key, now to Garrett. Trying to keep the ball, Carson trying to keep the ball from Long, and they give it inside to Cord Tucker. As he tries to make a cut, he's going to be fouled by Eli Hansen.
Yeah, interesting. Hamilton County coming down that man, trying to keep up the pressure, not let him get off a lot of shots from outside.
We made the comment earlier that earlier game of Harrisburg Heron. They went almost 4 minutes in the first without a whistle being blown. There's a little baby hook by Horton, and NCOE draws first blood. And I'll probably call him Carmi because of the fact you're sitting next to him. Cole's down 1. Pressure, half court, soft pressure by the Bulldogs. They break it down in the corner. Here is Hampson. Skip it across to Hanson. 1 dribble. Right side is Pike. Neal, left corner in front of the NCOE bench. They're going to play catch. Give it to Carson on a high post. Back to Pike. 1 dribble. Right side Hanson. He'll light you up if you're not careful. So they're going to reset, reload the gun. Now Hanson. They go in the corner to Abe Neal. He can shoot the 3. Inside they go to Hampson. He's going to take 1 power move up with the left hand, and he got the bounce.
Yeah, North City trying to deny that ball inside. Hamilton County figures out a way to get it in there.
Yeah. And there is a steal, and ball is knocked away. They put up a shot, couldn't get it, and we're going to get a foul. Cord Tucker lost his balance as Hamco put on some pressure and forced an NCOE turnover. Hampson to inbound it underneath his own goal. Gives to Hanson. They want to go back inside. Pike, top of the key. Caleb Carson. Back to Pike, right corner. Hanson from downtown. Boom! Eli Hanson with the triple, and it's 5-0. Hamilton County on top. Here's Cord Tucker. He's going to bring it up the court. Gives to Horton at the jump circle. Horton goes into the friendly end. Leaves it for Garrett. Garrett is picked up by Pike. Cross court, Tucker. Now Long. They switched up. Hanson is on Long now. Here's Garrett. Goes right side to Horton. Tucker cuts, nothing there. Horton trying to shake and bake, leaves it out front. Here's Long. Preston's going to take it to the hole, put it up, partially blocked by Hampson.
Ooh.
No call, and down quickly comes Hanson. Long slowly getting up off the floor. Needs to hurry, find the open man. Hanson will fire from 15 off the rib, pulled down by Tucker. Long's kind of rubbing his head just a little bit.
Yeah, his head hit hard off the hardwood.
So here's Cord Tucker with it high on the left side. Caleb Karsten almost face guarding. Here's Long on the left side, down in the corner. Inside to Horton, turns around, tries a spin move. Good job by Hanson. Little baby hook. And that little hook shot is hard to defend.
Little dream shake up and under right there.
They quickly get it up court. Neal throws it out of bounds to Jamie Brzezinski, sitting on the first row. Just let him a little bit too much. 5-4, Hamilton County on top. 2 minutes into the ball game, trying to get it inbound. They do so to Long. Now ahead to Horton. Back to Tucker. Bounce pass to Garrett, and they got it in the friendly end. Garrett with the basketball, dribbles, free throw line extended on the left side. Goes down in the corner, nothing there. Gives out to Horton. Horton, they still work that left side. Trying to drive, spin move, nothing there. Now Tucker. Gordon in the corner being harassed by Hanson. And they'll bring it back out. Horton says, let's reload the gun. Cord Tucker, left wing. Now Horton. Couple of dribbles, comes to the right side, fakes a pass to Garrett, drives to the lane, puts it up, blocked by Hampson, right into the hands of Healy, but he couldn't get it to drop. Hanson's going to push it up the court very quickly. He's got Neal in the corner, gives it to him. Abe looks inside. They've got that high-low post. They've got Hampson high. He's going to take 1 dribble, fire from 12, banked it in.
I thought I called glass right there.
Yeah, he did. Or he was thinking it anyway.
Yeah.
Here's Horton, gives to Preston Long. He's going to drive down, and we're going to get a foul as Caleb Carson didn't step on the sideline and allowed Long just enough room to go through. All right, 35 checking in. It's
Wyatt Richardson.
It is Wyatt Richards. Yeah, I thought it was. So 7-4. And they're going to throw Long. They have to go all the way in the backcourt to give it to Preston as he's going to try and drive. We're going to get a reach-in foul on Hampson. Yep. You know, it's so much easier. You try to tell these kids, guys, all you got to do is move your feet.
Keep them between your knees. Slide your feet.
But it's so much easier
to bend over and just reach in there.
Jack Zellers checks in. He's a 6-foot sophomore, replaces Carson. So Cord Tucker gets it in to Eric Healy. Has it in the corner. Here's Tucker coming around the screen from 12, and he got it. Cord Tucker And that makes it a 7-6 ball game. Hamilton County with a lead in the basketball. Hanson in the backcourt, and we've got 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Pike with it, has it high right side. Down in the left corner, they go to Richards. Richards trying to look for Hampson, and he keeps the ball high over his head. Javen Garrett leaping at him and hits him about the shins. Out front. Right side, here's Jack Zellers, a 6-foot sophomore. Now gives to Pike. Back to Zellers. Inside high post, they go into Richards. He just barrels his way in, gives it over to Hampson. Back into Pike, up with the left hand, lost control of it. Touched last by Eric Healy of NCOE. 7-6, Hamilton County on top of NCOE. 3:16 to go here in the quarter. One of the things I think we're going to find, what kind of legs do they have left?
Yeah, after 2 games yesterday for Hamilton County and a game earlier today for North City, both teams are running a little low on the gas in the tank.
It'll really show in the end, but you never know. You got to get that resurgence or whatever. Abe Neal will fire from a 3. Neal hits his first 3, and all of a sudden it's 10-6 now. Hamilton County on top. You're going to have to watch him. He can light you up. Here's Eric Healy, gives to Horton. Guarded there by Wyatt Richards, reaches away, knocked it away, and comes up with the steal. Wyatt Richards goes up with the right hand, shot it too hard, ball on the floor. Who's got it? Picked up by Zellers, dumps it off to Neal, and Abe Neal gets the stick back. And all of a sudden it's 12-6. Hamilton County on top of the Fighting Cardinals. 2:38 to go here in the opening quarter. Horton with the basketball. Now Garrett drives, leaves it for Tucker. Long 3, back of the iron, no good, and Hampson will clear for the Foxes. Here goes Hampson. Hanson, stolen away almost by Javen Garrett. He's going to be charged with a personal foul. A couple of check-ins for the Foxes. Caden Kelly, he's a 6'1 junior, along with Trenton Pike, comes back into the game. It's Hanson and Hampson. Trenton Pike. As Foxes crashing the boards.
Yeah, they want it more right now.
Wow.
They got 3 offensive rebounds just in that possession.
Wow, you just can't. You've got to rebound. That's what we talked about in the last ball game. It's what Vienna won. Hitting those offensive boards.
Can't give the opponent extra possessions.
Javen Garrett with the basketball. Comes high left to Tucker. Now Horton near the left elbow, trying to back his way in. In the corner, they give it to Eric Healy. Inside to Horton, cutting. Ball is slapped out of bounds. It was kind of funny, sometimes a player will slap it out and put his hands behind his back. Coach Miller just did that. Coach, you're not playing. Here comes Kobe Prather in the ball game. He is a 5'10 senior. Replaces Eric Healy. Cord Tucker to inbound it. Will do so deep to Garrett near the volleyball line. 1:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Hamilton County on top, 14-6. As Tucker being guarded there closely by Neal. Gives to Healy, trying to post up Horton. Now would be a good time with Hampson out of the ball game. They could get it inside, but this tough man-to-man defense by Hamilton County makes entry passes tough. And we're going to get a foul on Jack Zellers. And Caleb Carson jumps off the bench. Wyatt Hampson back in, along with number 2, Eli Hansen. So trying to give him a little breather here, as the legs will make a difference.
Yeah, got some fresh legs in there. Hamilton County going 8 deep versus North City's only gone 6 deep so far, 6 or 7.
Right, not a very deep bench. I think he's only got 1 junior on the squad, loaded with freshmen. Here is Preston Long, works against Carson, goes to the left elbow. Back out front, Prather. He can shoot the 3. He's going to take it to the hole. Got up in the air, and there was Wyatt Hampson. He can do anything but drop it. Quickly down court. Here comes Hanson. Is he going to go coast to coast? Lay it up. Partially blocked. Pulled out by Garrett. Knocked away. Richards has it. Trying to back his way in. Tries to throw a lob to Carson. Out to Pike. Pike is going to drive the left baseline. Nothing there. Bring it back out. Now to Richards. Lob inside to Hampson. The big man turns around. It won't go. It is pulled down by Joel Horton. 30 seconds. First quarter. 14-6. Preston Long tries to drive. She's going to put it up and in. Long with the bucket, and that makes it a 14. Eli Hansen is going to drive to the elbow. Tries to go in the corner to Richards. Slapped out of bounds by Tucker. 12.5 seconds remain in the opening quarter. 14 for Hamilton County, 8 for the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE. Eli Hansen will inbound it as the Foxes set up a box around the free throw lane. Watch the high lob. Instead they come out to Pike. He's going to back it out. Richards down in the corner. They've got Hansen wide open. The ball slapped away. Cardinals need to hurry. 5, 4, 3. Preston Long will let it go from long range. Hits the back of the iron, and that ends the first quarter with a score. The Hamilton County Foxes 14. The NCOE Fighting Cardinals 8.
Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they need collision repair.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop work hard to get your car back to you as soon as possible.
They understand how busy you are.
They also understand that sometimes life happens.
And if you find yourself in an accident,
remember, when it does, there's only one place to go.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi, way out there on Possum Road.
NCOE played this morning at 8:30, dispatched Edwards County 53-46. Both teams 6-6 on the season. Hamilton County members of the Black Diamond and the Fighting Cardinals of the Greater Egyptian. It'll be Hamilton County basketball when we begin quarter number 2 as they head to the left. Eli Hansen with the basketball. Now they're trying to show a little bit more of a zone, not chasing the ball as much. They go inside to Hampson, stolen away by Horton. You're going to have to throw it into the 6'8" kid. You're going to have to get it higher than that. Horton is a good jumper.
Mm-hmm.
Here is Horton. He's going to fire. Left elbow, 15-footer is good. Joel Horton with his 6-point. He has some range.
That's what they're going to have to utilize. They're going to have to try to pull Wyatt Hampson away from the paint as much as possible.
Neal goes in the corner to Carson. Now Pike, right side, Hansen. Look at the zone. They've got Abe Neal deep in the corner. Tries to drive the baseline. No effect. Now Hansen, one dribble. Skips it across. Tries to throw it to Pike. He couldn't have caught that with a dip net. Turnover.
Mm-hmm. High and outside. Ball one.
Yeah. What was it, Bob Euchre? Just barely missed.
Just barely missed.
All right, 14-10. Hamilton County a chance to, or NCOE a chance to cut in the lead. They're showing a little three-quarter court pressure. Get the ball in the middle to Horton. On the far side, Cord Tucker, three-pointer, rims in and out. Hampson will clear for the Foxes. And they're going to bring it down, slow it down. Give it to Pike, he'll run the show. On the dribble, they run Hansen all the way around. Give it to him in the corner. Instead of backdoor screen to Hansen off the glass. Wyatt Hampson gets the bucket. He's got 6, and the lead is 6. 16-10. Hamilton County on top. Long gets the ball inside into Horton rather. Here's Tucker back to Horton. Trying to draw Hampson out. He doesn't go much past the free throw line. Cord Tucker uses the screen. Try to get the switch. They got it. Horton was going to fire a 3. It's off the rim, and boy, the white jerseys really collapsed on the rebound. Neal comes down with it. Hansen, Neal, left side. Inside they go to Caleb Carson, and Trenton Pike is open for a 3. Airballed it, and Cord Tucker comes down with it. Quickly ahead to Long. He's got Garrett in the corner, but keeps his dribble. Now goes to Javen Garrett, the 5'5" freshman. He dribbles around the perimeter, leaves it for Colby Prather. Prather near the volleyball line. A couple of dribbles, bounce pass right in front of the Hamilton County bench. Gives to Long, coming off a screen. Good defense there by Pike as he anticipated. As very near the center line. Here is Preston Long. He's going to drive, and we're going to get a holding foul. That'll go against Trenton Pike. As Pike picks up foul number 1. 5 team fouls against Hamilton County, 1 against NCOE. Ball is inbounded as Horton tries to back his way in against Hampson, driving the baseline, gives it out to Javen Garrett, three-pointer, banked it in from the corner.
Called glass on that one, hit the very corner of the basketball ring.
I don't know if you were here this morning. Cord Tucker did the same thing for NCOE.
They must be teaching it there.
I guess. Here's Caleb Carson, 16-13. Hamilton County by 3. Abe Neal down deep in the corner. Inside high post, Carson. Back to Hanson. He's going to drive, kick it over to Hampson, puts it up and one. Good pass from Eli Hanson to Wyatt Hampson. And Hampson got the bucket and the foul. Horton picks it up. You know, I'm sure they're watching. Carson is not going to shoot the basketball.
Yeah, I know. He's one of those energy guys around the bucket, putbacks, you know, a couple layups off some cuts, but he's not going to shoot from 15 feet.
No, he'll get your garbage and get your rebounds, play good D. Just a sophomore. And that one's off the rim. We got a lane violation. Looked like Preston Long stepped in too quick. So Josh Hampson, that's his dad. Wyatt will get another shot. And he struggled with the free throw line last year and a little bit this year. I've talked with his dad, and he says Wyatt shoots at home on their goal, shoots 100 a day. That one's missed. Wyatt Richards got the rebound for the Foxes. They can reload. Eli Hanson from downtown off the rim. No good. Rebound. Wyatt Richards just took it away. Now Carson. Out front, Hanson. They're going to reload the gun. Gives to Pike out on the right side. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 18-13. Foxes with the lead and the basketball. Run a double stack down low. Run Pike along the baseline. Go inside to Hampson. Lost control of it. He's going to power his way in traffic. Put it up short. Caleb Carson. Nope, won't go. Rebound tipped out. Javen Garrett runs it down. Foxes missed twice from point blank. Here is Long. Dribbles right in front of the scorer's bench. Gives to Cord Tucker. Now outside to Horton, and Hampson is not leaving that area. Here is, wow, Preston Long, a three-pointer falling away. And that cuts it to 18-16. Foxes lead it by 2. Cross-court pass to Pike. Stop and pop, a little shake and bake, and he's going to draw the foul. Nice move by Trenton Pike. Foul is going to go again.
How much size as it is, and I mean, if you lose your 6'3" big guy guard Wyatt Hampson, you're looking at a bunch of guards.
Trenton Pike makes the first free throw, and he'll have one more. This will be the last game of the afternoon session. Got three more for you tonight. That one's short. Wyatt Richards gets the rebound, and Hamilton County gets another shot. 19-16, 4 minutes to go in the second. Richards will fire from 15 and bury it. Wyatt Richards, a high-arching 12-footer from the left baseline. And it's 21-16. Ahead to Preston Long. Leads over to Javen Garrett, fakes the three, drives in from 17. It's short, and the rebound pulled down by Eli Hanson. We go the other way. Lead pass. Ahead to Caleb Carson, blocked from behind by Cord Tucker. Cord just dropped his head, thought he got all ball. Well, he did. All ball, hand, wrist,
arm.
Yeah. So Caleb Carson will go to the line. And he will shoot a couple. Fourth team foul against fourth team foul. Carson's free throw is good. And Abe Neal checks back in for Trenton Pike. Gets a low 5 and a pat on the back, and Jordan Johnson.
Mom is so happy at Wabash Christian Supportive Living. She enjoys herself, loves the food, and I've seen a positive change in her health.
Hi, this is Kathleen Garner, Residential Service Director for Wabash Christian Supported Living. And if your mom is still independent but missing out on socialization, isn't eating properly, struggles to maintain her household, or just needs daily support, Wabash Christian Supported Living is perfect. Wabash Christian Supported Living even offers on-site therapy. As a faith-based organization, you'll both feel confident our actions and conduct reflect your standards. Learn more by calling 382-2900.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience to know all the deductions that you can take. Experience and knowledge to keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, rules, and regulations. Hi, I'm Keith Butch, and owner of Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. For 42 years, I've helped people just like yourself with all your tax, auditing, and accounting needs. Stop in today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmi. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
Of NCOE, we've got 3:37 left in the second quarter. Caleb Carson goes to the line to shoot his second free throw. 3:37 remains here in the second quarter. Second free throw by Carson is up and rattles around, pulled down by Preston Long of NCOE. Cardinals with the basketball. Soft pressure by Hamilton County, but the Cardinals break it with no problem. Preston Long, he's going to be guarded there by Abe Neal. Gives to Horton, picked up by Hanson. Of course, Josh Hampson's on the bench. He's getting a rest. This is their chance to score. Joel Horton, a soft hook, is put up short. Ball is tipped out to Javen Garrett. Thought about a three, backed out, took a step back, and then lost control of it. Prather in the center circle. Goes down the left side and knocked away by Hanson, and should have let it go, but he tried to pick it up and bounced it on the out of bounds.
Yeah, that's North City's 6th turnover of the half. They're having a hard time just, getting up against this McLeansboro perimeter defensive pressure.
They'll get right in your face. 22-16, a 16-point Hamilton County lead. 2:48 to go here in the first half. Out front is Richards. Gives to Carson. Trying to post up Abe Neal. Now Hanson. Top of the key to Zellers. Being a little bit of patient. Maybe try to run some time, and they've been playing hard though, and it worked out a 6-point lead. They go to Carson at the free throw line. Back to Hanson. Abe Neal, right wing. Zellers on the left side. High post to Caleb Carson, and we're going to get a reach-in foul against Prather.
North City's going in that 2-3 zone, kind of a soft zone, and they're matching up with whoever has the ball.
Yeah, Carson high post, and instead of getting it over his head, he just dropped it his waist, and when he turned around, he got hammered. So he comes out along with Hanson. Pike and Hampson are back in. Abe Neal looks. They try to throw the lob. It's stolen by Horton. 22-16, still a 6-point Hamilton County lead. Long tries to drive. He's going to be fouled by Zellers. Yeah, we made the comment they play here in about a week and a half. I think it's on a Saturday night. They travel to, Cardinals travel to Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. Zellers and Neal come out. Carson and Pike are back in. 2:11 remain. It's Cord Tucker looks for somebody. Finds Long, little stop and pop, airballed it, rebound inside to Horton off the window. That one won't drop, tipped out of bounds, touched last by Long. As the Cardinals had a couple of good looks there, just did not get it to drop.
I mean, they've had a lot of good looks on the inside, which is, very surprising. I thought they'd be more of a perimeter-oriented game so far. They've only taken about 6 threes.
Trying to get Hampson in foul trouble, and look at the scoreboard, and he has what, one?
One.
Richards outside to Pike. Oh, almost stolen by Garrett. Garrett tried to stay with him, and Pike takes it all the way to the hole, and Trenton Pike has 5 in the ball game, and the lead is 8, Hamilton County's largest lead. Here is Horton, thought about a 3, gives over to Tucker. They've got Horton posted up. He's going to fade away over Hampson, back of the rim, and no red jersey went to rebound as the goal was surrounded by 4 white ones. Inside to Hampson again. Spin move, knocked away. Good defense. Cord Tucker came from the weak side and came up with the steal. They try to throw it ahead to Garrett, and Garrett was not looking. A turnover, NCOE.
Yeah, just an unforced error right there. Trying to get it up ahead when there was, 4 white jerseys back for Hamilton County. Just not a really smart pass.
You're going to play for the good shot because each possession is precious, especially when you look at the size of the Foxes. So Trenton Pike will run the show. They run Hanson along the baseline. Instead of double screen for Hampson, don't give it to him, back to Pike. Now they go inside to Hampson. He's going to spin move, put it up strong. Talking with Coach Doug Miller, and he was saying Hampson's shooting like almost 70% from the field.
Yeah, when you're that big, just keep it up and put it up. Don't bring it down.
Here is Long, skip pass across to Tucker. He's going to try and drive, and he's going to be fouled by Hanson. But you notice almost every time he'll fake left, he'll turn right. Every move he makes, he goes to the right. And that's how Tucker was able to steal that one from him. He came from the weak side, reached in and got it.
Yeah, he likes to turn with that dominant shoulder, just turn over it.
Caden Kelly in the ball game. He is a 6'1 junior. Abe Neal and comes back in as Hampson and Carson and Hanson get a break. Wyatt Richards back in. 26-16. Tucker at the free throw line, got it to go. So Cord Tucker gets his first free throw, 3rd point of the ball game. He'll have one more, 26-17. We've got 42 seconds. Tucker's second free throw is short. Rebound, Joel Horton put it up and in. He went over the back of Caden Kelly. So Joel Horton with 8 in the ball game, and that cuts it to 7. 26-19, 30 seconds. Will Hamco play for the last shot? We'll see in the team. Back in 2 minutes.
Your family's care team is close to home at Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics in McLeansboro and Carmine. From routine care, vaccines and DOT physicals, to disease management, x-ray, lab work, and COVID testing. With 9 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, Hamilton Memorial has you covered. Plus, for those unexpected illnesses, our weekend walk-in clinics in Carmine and McLeansboro. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been.
You lock up your house, you lock up your car. Citizens National Bank of Albion works hard to keep your identity and personal account information safe and secure. We encourage you to do the same. Be very cautious when receiving phone calls asking for your personal information, online banking username and passwords. CNB will never ask you for your information over the phone. Never give out your personal information. Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking, member FDIC.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. It has been a pleasure to grow with you, to go through the stages of your life. I would just like to say thank you to all of my clients, past and present. And as one client recently said, it's like we are family. We strive to do the best we can for you, whether it be in tax season or out, and whether it be a tax situation, a financial situation, or just someone to talk to about how things are going. Thank you for counting on us. Stop by my office on Cherry Street in Carmine, or visit me at nancyjwintercpa.com.
Family medicine providers care for everyone in your family through all stages of life. If you need a primary care provider, Farrell Hospital has 3 new family medicine physicians accepting new patients. Dr. Clay Ford in Harrisburg, Dr. Samantha Mosby in Eldorado, and Dr. Chris Moore in McLeansboro. For quality, convenient primary care close to home for both adults and children, visit farrellhospital.org and call to make your appointment today.
County against NCOE in this right to play for the consolation championship, 26-19, as Hamilton County had a 6-point lead at the quarter and added 1 to it. Now they lead by 7. Let's look at the scoring. First of all, for the Foxes of Hamilton County, they are paced by Wyatt Hampson, who has 10. Good balance. Trenton Pike with 5, Abe Neal with 5. Eli Hansen hit a 3, Wyatt Richards a bucket, and Caleb Carson added a free throw. For the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE, Joel Horton leads the way with 8. They have 5 from Preston Long, 3 from Javen Garrett, and 3 from Cord Tucker. So 26-19, and you got all kinds of stats and stuff.
Oh, I do.
Pencil's smoking over there.
North City shot 8 of 20 from the field for 40%, 2 of 6 from 3 for 33%, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 50%. Hamilton County shot 11 of 26 for 42%. 2 of 5 from 3 for 40%, 2 of 6 from the free throw line for 33%. Rebounding and turnover numbers, North City 4 offensive rebounds to 6 defensive rebounds, along with 7 turnovers. Hamilton County 9 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds, along with 6 turnovers. So really the offensive rebounding numbers has really been the big difference in this ball game. Hamilton County has kept getting more and more possessions on the offensive end because North City is just having trouble boxing out and dealing with Hamilton County's size.
So many times I've seen it, NCOE take a shot and especially on the offensive end, no red shirts. You see 4 white jerseys around, and everybody just has to hurry back. I guess hurry back and get on defense because Hamco likes to push it up the court. And
that might be just a cause of trying to get set in that zone so Hampson's just not down there one-on-one against somebody.
Well, it's one of those situations, normal conditions. Hampson, he's going to get 10 to 14 points a game. Start from there. We're going to give him 10 and we're going to give him 14, whatever it is. Okay, now let's play from there.
Just got to stop allowing the extra, offensive possessions. They're so focused on Hampson going to box out, and that's a problem in the zone. You don't want to get the chance to box out, but everyone's rushing to Hampson, and then here comes Pike, here comes Richards, here comes, all these other guys coming in there and crashing the boards, and they're just allowing too many extra possessions.
Well, they made a little adjustment. Hamco hit 2 threes there in the first quarter, Hansen and Neal, but they've kind of extended the pressure, and they've done a good job of doing both, so kind of slowing down. Of course, Hampson's got 10, but he's going to get his 10 or 12.
14 to 16. He's just from being big and being around the bucket. I mean, he likes to turn over that right shoulder, get towards the baseline side, and use the backboard as much as possible. So you know he's going to get his. You just got to limit everyone else's.
And again, NCOE only, 2 free throws. Tucker shot 2 free throws.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get some penetration. But again, it's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. He's going in there and seeing 6'8". But the best way to take care of that is just go into his body, jump off 2, not off 1. So you're powering through him. Make more contact, create more contact, going up with 2, going up strong, and you'll get more whistles like that instead of going up against 1 and then fading away from him.
Right. And it's, you've got to, you saw Horton shoot a couple of shots, faded away because you're going to, instead of jumping into him, you're going to bounce off of him.
Mm-hmm. He's a big guy. He's, like I said early on, he's a tree. He's rooted to the ground, and he's going to use that size to, contest as many shots as possible and just take up space in that lane and make it hard for people to score in there.
Well, Hamco with 26, he has 10. We'll take Hampson out of the game, and your other players have chipped in with 16 out of the 26. So you can't focus on Hampson because they got some other kids that can light it up as well.
Mm-hmm. Those guys are some snipers. They run about 3 to 4 guards out there with him. They went with Carson early on, just to add some more size there to make more length on the defensive end against North City. But they got those snipers out there. Trenton Pike, Richards. They can stroke it from out there.
And I'm trying to think. NCOE. I guess they've got 2 threes. One from Javen Garrett, one from Preston Long. And how many threes did they shoot?
They only shot 6.
6. So Hamilco is getting a good job of shutting that one of their strong points down.
Yeah, North City's known for stretching the floor. They got 5 guys out there. They can shoot and stretch the floor. They got guys coming off the bench. They can stretch the floor. And you think that would be what North City's trying to play to, pulling White Hampson away from the paint, which they're trying to with moving Joel Horton out. But Hamilton County's doing a good job at having those other 4 guys making up for Hampson, coming across, getting a hand up. And really, they're doing a great job at crashing the defensive boards because there's 4 white jerseys in there getting defensive rebounds, and North City's just getting back on defense.
So I'm sure that some changes will be made at halftime. We need to remind you that our Jordan Funeral Group halftime show, this is brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group. Remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog athletics. Visit the JordanFuneralGroup.com for more. We do appreciate Jeremy and all the work that he does with that. We'll take another break and be back with the second half.
Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi has over 500 eyeglass frames to choose from in stock. Also, a large selection of designer sunglass, non-prescription or prescription. Taylor Eye Care treats every patient like a member of their family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Call Taylor Eye Care at 618-382-4683 for your next eye exam. That's 618-382-4683. Taylor Eye Care, excellence in eye care.
ProArc Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. ProArc Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling from parking lots, driveways, and washouts. ProArc Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on ProArc Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember ProArc Transport for fast, dependable service. Call ProArc Transport today at 265-3665.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Evil Eye Creative Studio in Carmi is a full-service communications and design consultancy. Located in the heart of Southern Illinois, we have a strong focus on small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. From t-shirts to business cards to large format banners, we are excited to make your design project a reality. We also specialize in video and audio production.
I think it was 28-10 at one point in the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter, ended half maybe. I think it was at the end of the first quarter.
All right, just about time to start this second half, and we find Hamilton County leading NCOE 26-19. After this game, we'll take a short break. And then remind you, more basketball coming at 7 o'clock. It's going to be the 7th-seeded Anna Jonesboro Wildcats taking on the number 2 seed Patriots of Massac County. And then what could be, people are already talking about, the number 6 seed homestanding Eldorado Eagles taking on the 3 seed Carmi White County Bulldogs. And then after that, it'll be in the semifinals of the consolation bracket, Fairfield against West Frankfort. So still got lots of basketball coming your way here this evening. So 26-19, Hamilton County with a 7-point lead, and it'll be NCOE basketball as Doug Miller stands up, applauds his kids, and say, let's put some pressure on the basketball. Don't let them get it in. And they do get it to Long. He was double teamed, but he is quick. And they'll bring it out. Caleb Carson is going to meet him at the midcourt stripe. Carson's not bad for a sophomore as far as quickness. Has a good screen set there by Horton. Frees Long. He's going to bank a 3, hits the back of the rim, and it's pulled down by Abe Neal. We go the other way. Neal will leave it for Hanson. In the corner to Pike. They've got Hampson posted up. Ball is tipped away, almost tipped in.
almost made it for them.
As it was double teamed, NCOE comes up with it. Javen Garrett in the corner. Out front to Long. Fakes left, finally goes left to Cord Tucker. Horton, free throw line extended. Couple of dribbles, going to back his way in, doesn't work, gives to Tucker, still working the left side of the court. Gives to Horton near the left baseline, trying to back his way in, look for the baby hook. There it is, too strong. Hampson clears for the Foxes. Again, no red jerseys around. Here's Pike. Free throw line extended, left side, leaves it for Eli Hanson. Hanson backs out in the jump circle.
Slowing it down right here.
Foxes open up a double stack, goes inside to Hampson and put it up, and Cord Tucker says, I didn't do it, and he about broke his arm. So Tucker picks up number 2, and they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. And Cord double checks with Ted Knapp. Are you sure about that call? And
you always got to make your case.
and Ted looks over at Doug Miller and just kind of grins. So here's Hampson at the free throw line, and he makes the first one. He has 11 points in the game. He is 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. He'll have another one. Wyatt missed 2 in the first half. And hits 2 in the second half. Lead is back up to 9. 28-19 may be their largest lead. Long in the backcourt being double teamed. Gets it ahead to Tucker. Cord, watch out, runs, dribbles right into the trap, has it knocked loose, picks it up, gives to Eric Healy, outside Javen Garrett. Garrett in the corner. Tucker is open for a 3, and he got it. Cord Tucker with his second 3 of the ball game. 28-22. Cardinals will not go away, a 6-point deficit. Neal comes up in the offensive end to Carson, gives to Abe Neal. Neal. Bounce pass to Pike, top of the key, high post Carson, back to Neal. He can light you up if you're not careful. Trenton Pike between the circles. High left, they go to Hanson, back to Pike. High post Hampson, down low inside Neal, and he put it on the floor and lost it. That's one of the things I've noticed in this tournament. Many players
go straight up.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. Joel Horton gets the inbounds pass, leaves it for Preston Long. He's going to outrun Abe Neal. Little shake and bake, stop, spin move, nothing there when he ran into the giant oak tree. Shovel pass inside to Horton, little turnaround, will not go. Cord Tucker with the rebound. He'll dribble it out. Leave to Preston Long for a 3, in and out. Would not drop, that thing did everything.
But go down.
Wow.
Touched every part of the rim, even touched the net. Just rolled around and out.
About 3 times. Wyatt Richard checks in, Abe Neal comes out. Cord Tucker inbound it to our left, the left of the goal. 5:41 here in the third. Trying to look for Long. Instead, they go deep to Healy. Back to Tucker. He's going to fire a 3. Rushed it. Rebound comes down to Wyatt Hampson. We go the other way. 28-22. Hamilton County by 6 in the basketball. 5:30 left in the third. Loser goes home. Winner plays tomorrow afternoon for the consolation championship. Hanson down in the corner. Pike is going to try and drive the baseline. And he's going to get hooked, and I believe that was by Eric Healy.
Got beat on the baseline right there. Had no choice but to just try to wrap him up and not let him get a shot off.
And I don't know why kids won't step on that baseline or step out of bounds to stop that guy from dribbling or driving the baseline. Comes inside to Richards. Hampson puts it on the floor. You don't like to see the center do that. Gives to Neal or for Pike. Trenton Pike.
But you do like to see that.
Oh,
in
yes.
Hamilton County.
And that ups the lead back to 9 again. 31-22. Long trying to get up the court. Eli Hansen is bugging him all the way, and Doug Miller wanted an offensive foul. Said he's throwing the elbow. But no call. Well, he fouled him finally down there. So Cord Tucker will inbound at 31-22. Hamilton County by 9. 5:03 to go here in the third quarter. Neal back in, Hansen out. Cord Tucker will trigger it in. And will look, and in the corner, Eric Healy trying to drive. Hampson says, I don't think so. Here is Horton. He's going to take it to the hole, and he's going to be fouled. So it'll still be out of bounds. Underneath the goal. 4:57 to go in the third, 31-22.
Yeah, in this half, North City's really being aggressive on their drives, not really fading away. They're trying to drive and cause as much contact as possible.
Inbounds pass to Garrett. Javen Garrett will bring it back out front. Go to Eric Healy between the circles. Now Tucker. Garrett, right wing. Horton with it between the circles. Looks for Preston Long. Jack Zeller says, I'm going to do my best to stop you, the sophomore against the senior. Garrett guarded there by Pike. Now Long backs it out in the jump circle. Zeller comes with him. Now Eric Healy. Running a little motion offense, but on the left side, Cord Tucker will let a three go, and he gets that one. Cord Tucker gets his second three of the ball game. 31-25, still a 6-point ball game, and knocked away from Zellers. Ahead to Healy. Healy against Zellers in the trailer was Tucker, and is intercepted. Picked off by Pike. Loose ball on the floor. Pike managed to maintain control of it. Gives to Zellers on a drive. Tries to get rid of it. Stolen away by Long. And is he going to outrun the field? He's going to go up against Pike and lay it up and in. So Preston Long with the bucket. That cuts it to 4, 31-27. And Doug Miller and the Foxes want a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Teamwork. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Carmi Lumber celebrates the student athletes competing and wishes them great success. Depend on the team at Carmi Lumber. For Carmi Lumber, visit them on North 3rd Street in Carmi or carmilumber.net. Carmi Lumber, proud supporter of area athletes.
Doug Miller didn't like what he saw as 5 in a row ran off by the Fighting Cardinals, and he called a quick 30-second timeout. It's 31-27, Foxes by 4, 3:48 left here in the third quarter. Foxes trail by 6 at the quarter, 7 at halftime, and they've cut that deficit to 4.
And if you're North City, you really like this pace, getting up and down, not letting them slow it down and get it to the big fella.
And Hampson has it. Oh, may have been almost a travel. Jordan Johnson comes unglued. Here is Neal on a reverse layup. Abe Neal has 7 in the ball game, and it's back to 6, 33-27. Preston Long works in the jump circle, goes to the left side of the court, way up in the corner. Has Caleb Carson on him, lets Carson get close, and then shakes and baits, throws up a shot, and literally threw it up a shot. All he was trying to do was draw a foul, and that which is what he did. Personal. Third team, and so Preston Long will make his first appearance at the free throw line. Nails the first one. They just shot 2 free throws in the first half. Both Cord Tucker hit one of them. 33-28. 3:19 left. And that one will not drop, and only one rebounder there, and everybody else took off. 5-point lead for Hamilton County. Pike works against Javen Garrett, and he's going to ride him a little bit, I think.
Got him out the chutes.
Yeah. All right, here is Neal. Now they come to Pike. High post, Carson looks for somebody down in the corner. He finds Hanson. Comes around the Carson screen, comes with it, and we've got a whistle and a foul away from the basketball.
It's on Preston Long.
Preston Long, they said he was holding. You know what's funny? They call these fouls, and these kids look like
they look like they don't know they weren't there.
Oh my gosh, we do it in practice, Coach. Here we go, inbounds pass to Hanson. He's wide open for a three, and he says thank you very much. Eli Hanson with his second three of the ball game. Here is Long, try to shake and bake in the lane. Leaves it for Garrett, top of the key, Healy. Left side, they go to Horton at the left elbow. Joel trying to work his way in. Now Garrett goes to the free throw line, picks his dribble of it, has it knocked away. Right behind Caleb Carson, but he is facing guarding Preston Long as Horton drives to the goal, missed it, loose ball on the floor. Horton picks it up and blocked by Neal in the hands of Tucker. He puts it up short, and NCOE finally doing some offensive board work.
Mm-hmm.
Eli Hanson, but they drew no blood on that. 36-28, 8-point lead for the Foxes. Carson with it in the corner. Hanson fields it, lets it go off the back of the rim, and
over the back on Hampson, it looks like.
Good job boxing out by Horton. And Hampson picks up what is second? Second personal, and he is going to come out. And oh, come on, don't do it to me, Coach. You haven't played him all year, and I don't recognize him.
Oh, you're looking for that. That was actually Hamilton County's first miss of the half right there, that three.
Number 20 is Henry Wallace. Number 20, Henry Wallace in the ball game. Some of these kids played for me a couple of years ago, but when you haven't seen them in 3 years, they look a little bit different from the time they were seventh graders to their sophomores and juniors. Here's Horton, nice spin move up over Hampson. Boy, he took it right to him. Joel Horton in double digits with 10. In the backcourt as Pike gets it up the offensive to Neal. No look pass intended for Hampson. Good hustle there. Eric Healy slaps it out of bounds. 36-30 as take away that first quarter. They've played each other even. Colby Prather checks back in. Healy comes out. 1:34 to go here in the third quarter. 36-30 Hamilton County by 6. They give it to Hanson. He feels it. That one is short. Rebound tipped up into the hands of Javen Garrett. Tries to give it to Tucker, but it's slapped out of bounds.
And North City this half has done a whole lot better job rebounding offensively and defensively, not allowing, Hamilton County to get more attempts at the basket.
Right. Another substitution in for the Foxes, number 12. I know he's a freshman. Lead pass to Javen Garrett down in the corner. Foxes got a chance, or Cardinals have a chance to make noise. Minute 16, they're only down 6. They were down 7 at the half. Trying to post up Horton inside, and Trenton Pike is really working on him. Down low, they try to double team and get the ball inside to Horton. We've got a foul that goes against the Foxes. That'll be the 5th team foul against Hamilton County. And the foul is on Trenton Pike, and that is number 2. So it'll be NCOE basketball underneath their own goal to our left, and Cord Tucker to inbound it. Looks for somebody, gives to Horton. Deep corner for a 3 off the rim. Tucker tipped it up, but right in the hands of Hamilton County. Gives to Richards. No look pass. Pike has it in the corner, takes a 15-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Zellers. Out front again, Foxes. With the basketball, we've got 45 seconds. Will they play for one shot? Pike stands in the jump circle, tucks it. And Prather comes up, makes him get rid of it. Now they go to Zellers on the right side. Preston Long with him. Back to Pike. Dribbles along the center line, trying to get some kind of trap. Zellers, watch out. Boy, they're very close to the center line.
Yeah, they're getting dangerously close there.
Prather comes up with a pick, lays it off the window. Boy, you got to be careful that close, and that cuts it to 4, 36-32. Hamilton County leads it by 4 with 10 seconds. Clock winding down, 6, 5. Pike with the basketball. Looks for somebody inside. Fires it over to Abe Neal, wide open. My gosh, Abe Neal right under the basket, nobody close to him, and he drops it in at the buzzer, and that ends 3 quarters with the score. Hamilton County 38, NCOE 32. Back in a minute.
Fouls, double dribbles, air balls. Unfortunately, all part of the game.
But with a great team behind you, you're right back in the game.
Sometimes life knocks you down, but State Farm agent Doug Raber and his team are there to make sure you get back up.
When something unfortunate happens, call me and get peace of mind you're working with a team committed to making sure your life goes right.
Call 618-445-2012. Find Doug Raber on Facebook and on the Square in Albion.
Stop in Silver Dollar Gaming every day December 26th through December 31st and enter to win $250, $500, $750, or $1,000 for guaranteed winners. Located in Carmi, Eldorado, Harrisburg, Heron, DuQuoin, Alany, Murfreesboro, Salem, and West City. Partnered with J&J Gaming and located only at Silver Dollar Gaming. Must be 21 years of age to enter.
Hamilton County on top. They led by 6 at the quarter, 7 at halftime, and NCOE able to cut the lead to 4. But a basket by Abe Neal at the buzzer, and the Foxes get the basketball as we start the 4th and final frame. The loser goes home, and the winner will play tomorrow afternoon for the Consolation Championship. Abe Neal, or Pike rather, they go inside to Hampson. Spin move, he turns to his left, up with the left hand. And I just started to comment, they held him, Hampson, to 2 free throws the 3rd quarter. No field goals, but he comes right up and they go to the big man, 40-32. 8-point Hamilton County lead. Now is what you wonder about the legs. How much will they go as NCOE played this morning and come away a tough win against the Lions of Edwards County. Javen Garrett with the basketball. They send Tucker as a cutter, wanted it, didn't get it. Now Horton has it on the left wing. He's going to use a screen by Long, fire from the free throw line, rims in and out, no reds under the goal, and Pike comes down quickly ahead to Hanson. He's picked up there by Garrett in the corner. As Hampson double team, he's going to drive the baseline, leaves it for Hampson. The big boy puts it up and in. And maybe a little change of strategy. Doug Miller wants a 60-second timeout. The Foxes lead it by 10.
Have what you need to make this New Year's Eve fireworks selections and get the big 500-gram cakes, plus the fun stuff for kids like sparklers and Roman candles, even assortment packs. Find Smokin' Joe's Fireworks on Facebook and at SmokinJoesFireworks.com. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6 and New Year's Eve. Call 270-389-0407. Get your boom boom for less.
Yeah, that kind of happens with those grade school point guards.
Oh. We played Duke. Of the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE, we've got 6:49 left in this one. Fox is going to put a little pressure. Maybe Coach Miller saying, guys, they played this morning. If we can keep pressure on them, make them work just a little bit harder. Long will work up against Sellers, get in the offensive end, and dribbles in traffic, loses it. Neal ahead, and the shot is up and in by Jack Zellers. Zellers gets his name in the scorebook, and all of a sudden the lead has ballooned to 12. 44-32. Here we go on the left side. Cord Tucker has the 3, passed on it as Caleb Carson came out to get him. Now Prather at the jump circle, guarded there by Neal. And what's he going to do with it? Leaves it for Garrett. And you look, I would say you're going to see the pressure increase. Here is Prather, or Horton rather. Notice the last few shots put up by NCOE have been short.
Just not enough legs.
Not enough legs. Inside to Hampson, and he stepped on the sideline. Of course, the reason he did, he got a good shove.
Yeah, he's got shoved out of bounds. But hey, when they don't call him, they're clean.
Yeah. 44-32. 5:53 left in this one. And here is Long on the dribble. On the left side, Tucker. Down in the corner, Garrett. He's going to drive. Now back out on the far side to Prather. Inside to Joel Horton. He puts it up. That one is short. Hampson with the rebound. Ahead to Hanson. Hanson bounce pass to Caleb Carson off the window. And Carson gets his first field goal. Now it's a 14-point game, 46-32. Long trying to shake and bake. He is double teamed, leaves it for Horton, puts it up, and they say no.
Foul on the floor.
You know, that's what they say. You see the referees come over and say the foul was on the floor. And you want to say, duh. But no, actually it was in the second row behind the popcorns where the foul occurred.
Yeah, it was up at the concession stand.
Yeah. Mom had to go get popcorn. So NCOE basketball, 5:18. They've got some room to make up as Foxes have come out and scored 8 straight. Cord Tucker trying to back his way in, leaves it for Horton. Joel, one dribble, nope, back out to Tucker. Hampson comes on him. They got a mismatch if they could find it. There it is. They give it to Horton. That one is too long, and Eli Hansen clears for the Foxes. Quickly down court. They come on the right side to Neal. High post Hampson. Now Pike. They swing it around the corner. Back to Hampson on a high post. Now Neal. Boy, he wanted that one and passed it off. Hampson at the free throw line, not going to shoot it. Neal puts it up. It's going to be a dab short. Joel Horton clears. Outlet pass to Long. He's met by Neal at midcourt. 4:37 to go. Little shake and bake. Put it up and one. Nice move by Preston Long. That puts him in double figures with 10. That cuts it back to 12. Wyatt Richards checks back in, and Eli Hansen gets a break.
Yeah, that's Hampson's fourth.
Free throw by Long, got it. And timeout charge to the Fighting Cardinals. We'll be back in 1 minute. Thank you.
Have you ever thought about the importance of a personal relationship with your bank? In today's world of kiosk and efficiencies, not every bank will take the time to get to know you and understand your financial goals. But at Banterra, we do just that. We have a strong local team with vast experience who live in and know our communities well. Stop by a Banterra bank location near you and get to know a bank who truly understands personal service. Banterra Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't let concerns about current events derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Abby Mawson, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand today's financial landscape and make sure you achieve your goals. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Let's connect. Start by giving me a call at 618-842-4696. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Led by 6 at the quarter, 7 at halftime. And then 6 on a buzzer beater by Abe Neal under the goal. Somebody got lost. And now the Foxes have come out and went on an 8-3 run to open up a little breathing room. Cardinals are going to press full court. Abe Neal will trigger it in. And we'll see what happens. The old-fashioned screen and roll. Can they switch fast enough? Hampson comes down to take the pressure off. Back to Pike. He'll work against Colby Prather. And Pike comes down with a right-hand dribble, gets it up in the offensive end. Pike, top of the key, Abe Neal. Guarded there by Long. Neal's going to try and penetrate, has the ball stripped away. Javen Garrett. He said, yep, I got him. Oh, no, he didn't. Cord Tucker. Foul is on Tucker. That is 3. And Abe Neal will go to the line. And boy, very few free throws have been shot in this ball game.
It's not like that free throw war they had in Harrisburg Heron. And
oh my gosh. Wow. Neal's first attempt at the free throw line. Pretty good free throw.
Well, the jinx.
As soon as I said it, I thought, oh no. Kind of shot a little line drive there. Not enough arch. He played for me in my first year at Hamilton County. He never missed 2 in a row. Well, you just witnessed
Well.
history. Here's Javen Garrett, leaves it for long. 4:12 to go. Here's Cord Tucker from the corner. That one won't drop. Outlet pass, Wyatt Richards. He's got Pike ahead of him. He's going to take it all the way, lay it up and in. And Wyatt Richards gets his second field goal and biggest lead of the night for the Foxes at a baker's dozen. In the corner, Nolan Prather, or Kobe Prather, is going to fire three. No good. And finally, NCOE gets an offensive rebound as Joel Horton stuck it back in. Timeout charge to NCOE. What did they say? 30?
30
seconds. Have you got an idea of how many offensive boards NCOE has?
They have 4 this half, and they had 4 in the first half. Hamilton County had 9 in the first half and 1 this half. So North City's done a better job at not allowing offensive rebounds, but there really hasn't been too many opportunities because Hamilton County's missed 1 shot inside the arc. So they're shooting a very high percentage when they get the ball inside the paint.
That was like that Kerry Mills game we did yesterday against Heron. They were like 8 for 9 at the halftime. And still we're down 20. 48-37, Hamilton County with an 11-point lead and the basketball. Full court pressure by the Fighting Cardinals. And so Cardinals get the basketball back. 3:39 remains. 48-37. Fighting Cardinals got a short time to get there and a long way to go. As Long will work up near midcourt. On the dribble, drives to the top of the key and almost banked it in. Joel Horton high for the rebound, goes up strong and gets it to go.
That's a man's board right there. He went up and just ripped it away.
Now with 14 in the game is Horton. The lead almost stolen away by Prather. 48-39, Hamilton County on top. 3:13 left in this one.
I mean, this pressure by North City's been really working. It's forced, Hamilton County into 7 turnovers this half.
Here is Abe Neal, gets to the offensive end. Now Richards. What is it? We had a situation like that this morning. I think it was Harrisburg or Hamilton County was playing, and Cole Carter, my compadre, said, well, this is where Doug Miller would call out Harrisburg. And almost stolen away as timeout, quick call by Doug Miller as Wyatt Richards.
Showing him how to rip through right there.
Yeah. Got trapped, and Coach Miller reached out and said, now, this is the way you hold the ball. Timeout charge to the Foxes. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
Have you ever thought about the importance of a personal relationship with your bank? In today's world of kiosk and efficiencies, not every bank will take the time to get to know you and understand your financial goals. But at Banterra, we do just that. We have a strong local team with vast experience who live in and know our communities well. Stop by a Banterra bank location near you and get to know a bank who truly understands personal service. Banterra Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
48-39, Hamilton County with a 9-point lead over the Fighting Cardinals of North City Omaha infield. The winner will play for the Consolation Championship tomorrow afternoon at 4:45, and the loser goes home. Lots of basketball coming your way tonight. At 7 o'clock, it's going to be Anna Jonesboro and Massac County, followed by Eldorado Carmi. That's in the championship bracket. And then the consolation to get to the finals, it'll be Fairfield against West Frankfort. 2:47 left in this one. And it's Hamilton County basketball at midcourt. Try to get it inbounds. They do so to Pike. Crosses the 10-second stripe, trying to trap. In the corner they go with it. Hampson on a high post, back to Pike. And now here's Wyatt Richards. Watch out for the double team. Give it to Hampson on a high post. Boy, they had Neal wide open. Nobody sees him. Skip pass across to Richards. They're going to try and milk it. NCOE has, I just started to say, committed 5 fouls. That'll be their 6th as Javen Garrett is charged with a personal. So the next foul will put Hamilton County at the line, and neither team has been to the line very much tonight.
Yeah, I think that's about to change with, this way this game's going. North City's going to have to foul to, force the Hamilton County to give up the ball.
Right. You're still looking at 3 possessions. Here's Hanson. Neal to Hampson. Back to Neal.
They're not looking to score here.
No. Spread the floor, 2-on-2. They got Hampson on a high post. Got the guards too close together. Now they get him. And now here is Pike again. He's not going to be very far from the basketball, along with Hansen out near the top. 2 minutes left, 48-39. Hansen drives to the corner. There is Neal. You want to keep it out of the corner. We're going to get a slap foul charged to Prather. And that'll be the 7th team foul. Should be, I think. It will be a 1-and-1. And Abe Neal will go to the line and shoot the bonus. He's never missed 3 in a row.
He's never missed 3. I was about to say he missed the last 2.
Well, he got fouled on that last free throw.
Yeah. I thought somebody opened the door and it kind of pushed the ball away.
Yeah, that wind, that
current. That little draft.
All right, he got the first one. It gives Neal 10 in the ball game. And he will have one more. The lead is 10, 49-39. 3 dribbles, eyes it, flies it, buys it. Back up to 11, 50-39. You can kind of see the look on a couple of faces of the Cardinals. 1:51 left. Long gives to Horton near the jump circle, right side Prather. Run. Tucker around the screen. Down low they go inside to Horton. Loose ball. He reached for it and Hamilton County dove for it. And they
stay with North City.
Favors the Fighting Cardinals as Foxes dove for it. When they did, they got a hold of it and kept on sliding out of bounds. Cord Tucker to inbound it. Gives to Horton. Joel works against Hampson. Spin move. Nice move by the big boy. Too hard off the glass. Pulled down by Neal. And here is Pike, or Hansen rather, behind the back. Gives it out to Pike. Now, deep in the corner is Richards. Free throw line extend to far side is Neal. And we're going to get a foul on Cord Tucker. Coach Miller is saying, guys, keep that ball out of the corners. And Neal will go to the line and shoot a couple more, or a 1-and-1 rather. Neal with 11 in the ball game. Let's see what he can do. 50-39. We've got 1:15 left. I think it boils down not a matter of who, just a matter of how much.
I think now it's just going to become a free throw shooting competition.
And in and out, no good. And rebound is Pike, and he came down with it. And the ball slithered out of his hand.
He got up there for it. He skied for it.
He does a good job. Little pressure here in the backcourt. Here's Long, works it up against Pike. Beats him on the sideline, down in the corner. Here's Cord Tucker for a 3, and that one is no good, and he is fouled by Wyatt Richards. And Doug Miller says, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, you should never foul on a 3-point shot up 11. That is the one thing you don't want if you're Hamilton County, stopping the clock.
Right. So Cord Tucker will shoot 3. He is 1 of 3 for the 1 for 2 for the game. And his shot, if you notice his follow through, I sat with his dad this morning. His follow through is not right. It's a little flat and it looks like the ball comes off the side of his hand. That one was better, but it rattled around.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough arch on it. Needs more arc to it.
Wyatt Richards comes out and is replaced by Zellers. 50-39, 1:05 left. Third one is good, so he hits 1 of 3. He has 10 in the ball game. 50-40. Inbound to Pike. He's going to bust his way up court. Getting a friendly end, gives it to Hansen. Now Pike stands in the jump circle. We're under a minute. No sense to foul now, really. You're down 10. You're looking at 4 possessions. Hampson was wide open. He's going to take it to the hole. That's going to be a charging foul. And Doug Miller wanted an intentional foul against Hampson. Hampson just turned around and the giant tree fell on a sapling. 50-40, 48 seconds. And the Fighting Cardinals have put up a valiant effort. They were down 6 at the quarter. Fell down by as much as 13, got back within 4. Here's Preston Long. He's going to jack a long 3 and bury it. Preston Long, and immediately a timeout is called by Coach Johnson. Long with 14 in the ball game. That makes it a 50-43 full timeout. charge to the Fighting Cardinals, so we'll take a full timeout and be back in 60.
Warm up with savings at your local Huck's Market. Join the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty program today and save 10 cents on fuel every gallon, every day for a limited time. Download the new Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app and start earning your big rewards today. Exclusive offers tailored to you and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play.
Hi, this is Jax Jordan. All of us at the Jordan Funeral Group hope you're enjoying the 58th annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. While we always strive to win, we also recognize that loss is part of the game in basketball and in life. Count on our caring staff to help get through the toughest losses in life. Visit jordanfuneralgroup.com for resources to plan ahead for grief support and learn all about how we can help in your time of need. The Jordan Funeral Group, Campbell and Sendabag Funeral Homes, family owned and operated since 1954.
40.5 seconds remain in this one. NCOE trailing 50-43, calling a timeout, try to stop the clock. And Abe Neal will inbound it, full court pressure by the Cardinals. And trying to get it inbounds, they do so to Wyatt Hampson, tries to throw it over their head, stolen by Horton. Gives to Nolan Prather, looks for somebody, gives to Long, another long three. He hit another one, woo! Back-to-back threes, that cuts it to 4, 50-46. NCOE out of timeouts, and we're going to get a foul.
You shot that from the EA on the Eagles.
Wow. That's about if you play golf, that's about a 7-iron. So the foul, and we'll come down the other way, and it's going to be a 1-and-1. As Zellers comes out, Caleb Carson comes in, and Eli Hansen will go to the line. His first time. He's hit 2 3-pointers, so he has 6 points to the credit. And takes about 4 dribbles, give it a spin, another dribble, another spin. And lets it go, and it wallers around and falls through. 51-46. A 5-point lead. And Zeller's getting ready to check back in. Second free throw by Hampson is good. He got them both. Zeller's in, Hampson out. 52-46. You know what's interesting? Hamco led by 6 at the quarter. We've got 23 seconds. It's still 6.
Yeah, I mean, North City, besides that first quarter where they're kind of struggling offensively, they played right there with Hamilton County.
And there's a 3-pointer by Long, will not go. Carson with the rebound, and there is a foul. It may be just academic now. A good effort, and that is that the 10th?
That's the 10th.
So Caleb Carson will go to the line and shoot 2. He is 1 of 2 from the line. Very few free throws shot for 3 quarters, but this quarter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be the 8th free throw by the Foxes. And that one is short, and he'll have another one. Gets a pat on the backside from Abe Neal. So he'll have one more. 52-46, 16 seconds. And that one is no good. Rebound tipped up, comes down in the hands, loose ball on the floor. Zellers comes up with it. And timeout by Doug Miller with 12.2 seconds to go. I guess he wants to make sure here, but it's their only hope is a 2-possession game, and I think NCOE is out of timeouts.
Yeah, they're out of timeouts. They really can't stop the clock. Their one hope was getting a rebound there, getting a quick shot up, quick 3, and try to get a steal on the inbound and hope for the best. But
and if you're, at 5 seconds or less, and if they do hit the 3, why throw the ball? So Doug Miller, though, wants to cover all possible scenarios in this kind of situation. As his team leads at 52-46. That was the Hamilton County margin at the end of the first quarter. And we've seen the lead balloon to 13. It's been within 4, and they have played even. In fact, the way it stands right now, if the score ends like it is, NCOE has outscored Hamilton 1 point this half.
That just tells you how well they've played in the second half compared to what they did in the first.
So Hamilton County will inbound it right in front of the scorer's bench. And, you know, you're NCOE, you try and foul, go for the steal. And we'll see what happens. And they're going to try and get it inbounds. They do to Caleb Carson. He grabs it, tips it back to Neal, and Caleb is fouled. If you're going to foul anybody, that'd be the one. He missed his last 2 attempts. He's 1 of 4 from the line. And they're lost 2 seconds on the clock, 10.9 seconds. So Carson, just a sophomore, aims, and he got the bounce. Did a little dancing there on the rim before it finally fell through.
Yeah, a little bit of shooter's touch right there.
Some people call it shooter's touch. Some say a lucky bounce.
Lucky bounce.
I like your way of thinking. Second free throw by Carson is up, flat, short. Rebound Javen Garrett, gives to Preston Long, and here he goes. Preston Long trying to get free, fires it from way outside. That is short. The ball goes out of bounds with 1.2 seconds, and the rest is history as Hamilton County is going to advance to the championship game. They will improve to 7-6 on the year, and that's the way your final is going to be as Hamco wins it 53-46. We'll take a 60-second break and be back and total everything up. Thank you.
Whether you need to move grain or other agricultural products, you just feel more confident counting on a family-owned transportation company. And with SGI Transportation, customers are part of that family. We understand the weight of your work, feeding the world. The reliable, dedicated drivers at SGI Transportation keep your product and operation moving at all hours. Because when family has a need, SGI Transportation answers that call. Find SGI Transportation on Facebook or call 618-968-2471. SGI Transportation, the most trusted name in trucking.
Southeastern Illinois College is teaming up with Farrell Hospital again to bring you the world-famous Howl at the Moon dueling pianos on Saturday, February 11th. Tickets are $35 per person, $60 per couple, $250 per table. Visit bigpal.net/concert 2023 for tickets. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. with an Italian dinner buffet by Chef Michael until 7. Photos by Epic Snap Photo, Balloon Pop, Silent Auction, and the show starts at 7. Join SIC and Farrell Hospital for a night of dancing, music, and fun with Dueling Pianos Concert for a cause.
Okay. He pulls it out here, holds off NCOE by a score of 53-46. They will play tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock for the Consolation Championship. Let's look at the scoring for Hamilton County. They were paced by Wyatt Hampson with 16. Abe Neal had 11. They got 8 from Eli Hansen and Trenton Pike. 4 each from Wyatt Richards and Caleb Carson. Jack Zeller added a field goal. For the Fighting Cardinals, they were paced by Preston Long, who had 17, 14 from Joel Horton, 10 from Cord Tucker, 3 from Javen Garrett, and 2 from Colby Prather. 53-46. Mr. Black.
Hamilton County shot 51% for 20 of 39 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, 40%, 9 of 19 from the free throw line, 47%. In the second half, they shot 69% from the field. North City shot 18 of 49 for 37%, 4 of 13 from 3 for 31%, 4 of 8 from the free throw line for 50%. Rebound and turnover numbers, Hamilton County 12 offensive, 15 defensive rebounds along with 15 turnovers. North City 9 offensive rebounds, 11 defensive rebounds, and 9 turnovers.
All right, that is your final once again, 53-46. We're going to take a short break, and Cole Carter and I'll be back with you in about 30 minutes. So thank you, Travis Black, working together. First time we've done it. So and for about 30 minutes, for Travis Black, Cole Carter, I'm Roger Hobb. We'll catch you later.